Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, my legs are tired, my body is tired, so my wife is a stand-in. Hello everybody, good afternoon from the UK. We are standing on the side of the run path. We're waiting for Eddie to start running again. We're joining Eddie for the last half marathon of this, his third marathon in his 31 marathons in 31 days. So 31 marathons in 31 days. This is number 3. And the only person that I can see who has done all 3 so far with Eddie is Clive Finnimore. As far as I can see, Clive is still running with Eddie. But we are going to stay here right to the end now. So the whole half marathon, I'm going to give Victoria the joy of running this half marathon today. Now what happens is Eddie stops. Clive Finnimore is just saying hello to Victoria there. Every hour or so, Eddie stops. Right, Eddie's back running again, so slowly we'll need That's it, press stop. Slowly increase the speed and Eddie will start. Here we go, Eddie is going again. So up to 7.5. You just need to keep an eye on Eddie because sometimes he goes a bit quicker. No, that's his minutes per kilometre. So you need to just match. You're going slower, so you can you see yours is saying 8.34? Yes. So you need to go a bit quicker. He's going at 8 and you're going at 7. Oh no, so a bit slower, sorry. So you're right, see your 7.47. You need to match 7.3. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Right, so we're off and running. Victoria's doing the half marathon. We'll get right to the end. Eddie hasn't quite done a half marathon yet, so we're going to do a little bit more than a half marathon. But it's essentially 21 or so, just over 21 kilometres to the end now for Eddie. They've been going for 3 hours, so it will be very close to a 6 hour. Eddie's going to have to speed up if he wants to do a 6 hour marathon again. Tina Beard, hello. Jason Mitchell, hello. So lots of people we know running. Paul Deering is running. Guy Mayeris is running. Looks like Paul Deering has joined for the half marathon as well. Jason Mitchell is running the whole thing. So Jason did the whole thing yesterday, but unfortunately his Zwift, he had to log out and log back in again halfway through, which was really annoying. So he didn't get to actually do a marathon on Zwift, even though he did do a marathon on Zwift. TV Guy, good morning to you out in Australia. JSPO Sport says, have a good run, y'all. Thank you very much. But so Jason is back on today, and he has done the whole thing with Eddie so far. So we're hoping that Jason manages to finish the full marathon today without having to stop. What happened yesterday was that for some reason lots of us were all running together, and then we all turned around. Eddie turned around, and Clive Finnemore turned around as well, but a load of us all kept going the same direction, and we didn't turn around, so we all had to stop, turn around and catch him back up again, apart from Jason Mitchell, who decided to log back out and log back in again. Henning Starr says hello there. Jason Mitchell is determined to get the marathon badge. He says, I will get the marathon badge. Yeah, you will today, you will. Just don't whatever you do, don't log out. If we lose Eddie, Jason, we'll find him on the map and just catch him up. Just turn around and catch her up. Eddie Izzard is running in Spain today. So each day the marathon has a theme or a country theme. So we started in London, then we went to Lisbon in Portugal, and today it is Madrid in Spain. So if you look at Eddie Izzard's avatar, you will see there's a Spain flag next to her name. Right, I'm just going to message the gang to say that we're here. If you have any questions, today is a really good day for questions because I am just standing here for the whole 3 hours. Probably not, because I'll probably go and get myself a coffee at some point or get Victoria some tea. But if you've got any questions, pop them in the chat because I am available to say hello today, to chat with you rather than running. I have been out for a run today, but okay, Marcus Holmes says, I tried making mince pies yesterday, it didn't go well. Oh dear. You're right. But The pot noodle was excellent though. Good, good, good. Where's your... Oh, there, I see. Got it. Okay, JSPO Sport is going to run a marathon tomorrow. Nice one. I'm going to just say hello to everybody once this logs on to the proper network. I'm just waiting for Victoria's companion app to log on properly, and then I'll message everybody. So Stephen Smith is running. Stephen is 15 years old. Tina Beard is there. Jason Mitchell is there. Debbie Colville is there. Guy Mayeris is there. Koffler is there. Koffler's been there every day so far as well. Hasn't done the whole thing, but has run every day. Marcus Holmes is running with us. Worldwide Dolphin something or other is here. And Watopia Winter Wonderland is here as well. Oh, Kim Salt. Is that Kim Salt? Hello, Kim. We are 1 kilometre in, and Dax Diesel is coming the other way down the road. Henning Style says, respect for yesterday's marathon. Oh. Eating, it's meant to say. Ryan Perrin, good afternoon to you, buddy.
Nice.
TV guy says, I've got to run with Eddie and Clive this morning for 4 kilometres. Nice one. It was enjoyable. Clive and Eddie are good buddies now. Yes, they are. Angela, hello to you.
Nice.
We're 1 kilometre in now, Victoria is. So only 20k to go. Tell me when you want the door open as well. You alright? Okay. Oh, is it really? Okay, so Tina Beard says it's a different Steve Smith running today. Okay, so it's not our 15-year-old friend Steve Smith. Okay, different Steve Smith. Top-down camera has not got a good focus. Okay, let's have a look at that. There we go, that's better now. There you go. So there's the top-down camera. That shows how fast Victoria is going. We have no incline on the treadmill. That's time. We've been going for 10 minutes or so, just over 10 minutes. And on the right-hand side, 8 kilometres per hour and 1.3 kilometres, 1.4 kilometres in. Yes, so just match it. Each time Eddie changes her speed, just match it. So yours says 8, yes. 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 Right, Victoria's annoyed because Eddie Izzard has a longer ponytail than she does. Angela, just search for Victoria Cousins. So Victoria and Cousins surname, and you'll find Victoria. I think she is the only Victoria Cousins on Zwift, so you should find her fairly easily and you can give her a ride on. Let's drop a ton of ride-ons to everyone here as well now. There we are, that's a load of ride-ons from Victoria to everybody. So that'll be one going on to Eddie's live stream as well. Just to tell you what's going on with Eddie, Eddie is live streaming as well. If you look at Eddie's live stream, she sometimes has the Zwift screen on and sometimes not. At the moment, the Zwift screen is not being displayed because she is interviewing somebody else on a Zoom call. But occasionally, they will switch over to the Zwift screen, so we get a bit of fame on Eddie's live stream as well. And Eddie is running for charity as always, and is also doing a live stand-up show which you can pay for to watch in the evening. So I think it's £11 UK in the evenings. After this marathon, there's a 1 hour wait from 6 o'clock till 7, and then at 7 o'clock Eddie does a live stand-up show, which is a paid show, so it's £11, but all that money goes to charity. This is Eddie's now on 103 charity marathons. So in his lifetime, he has done 103 marathons for charity. Angela has now found Victoria. Good, thank you very much. might go and get my headphones so I can listen to Eddie's live stream whilst I'm online here. Is that Leslie? Well done, Leslie. So I'm going to try and keep an eye on Eddie's live stream as well, whilst talking on this one. We're 2 kilometres in now. Eddie is 23, nearly 23 kilometres in. Oh, Ellen, I can see, has done 23 kilometres. So we haven't had Ellen on before, Ellen. Although it does look like they're going a bit quicker. Maybe they're not actually in the run. Yeah, Eddie's at 22.7 kilometres now. Right, if you'll excuse me, I shall leave you in Victoria's capable hands for a few minutes while I go and get my headphones so I can listen to Eddie's live stream at the same time. Bear with me.
Hello all. Little bit's fine. To everyone who's been running with Eddie. I'm actually finding this quite hard work, constantly keeping an eye on her pace. suspect Stephen's also making himself a nice latte. As I suspected.
I also have Jaffa. Right, we've got Jaffa cakes. Who said they want Jaffa cakes? Okay. Yes, yeah. Okay, so that's Ellen. Ellen, who's been with everybody all... Oh, Ellen, 24 kilometres, has been with the gang all the way. Tina, have you done the whole thing as well? Where's Tina's name on the list there? No, you can't see her at the moment. Debbie Colville has done 2.8 kilometres. So Debbie looks like she started with Victoria and Paul Deering. So Debbie and Paul are probably running side by side on their joint treadmills. So hopefully they're doing the whole thing, or the rest of the whole run. I'm not sure if that's dodgy or not, what I've just said there. Okay, so Tina Beard is at 16 kilometres. Right, I've just realised something else though. I need to plug my own... Oh, what's happened? Good, I don't like it. We've got some minor problems with the treadmill. Okay, Eddie has stopped, so we just need to stop. Just actually press the stop button. Yeah. Okay, so we're just holding for a minute. The crowd have all gone on. Are we sure Eddie's stopped? Jason says Eddie's stopped. Jason's going very slowly. Chris Sussex Geezer has stopped. Oh yes, it says Eddie is having a pit stop. So on the live stream it says Eddie's having a pit stop. I actually didn't hear it in my ear then. But yes. Yeah. Looks like most people have come to a stop. So So yeah, Eddie's just having a break. But he's usually only a couple of minutes. He usually nips off. She is only a couple of minutes, nips off to the loo, maybe grabs a quick drink and then carries on. So don't expect this to last very long, in my experience. You want a Jaffa cake? No. Well done, Tina. I don't really need the keyboards. I need to go and get a charger from my for my headphones. So we just need to keep an eye for when Eddie starts again. We're broadcasting on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitch, so if you're watching on any of those channels, do please pop in and say hello. There's a nice close-up of Victoria's face, look, all blurred. I need to focus that. It's not very good, is it? Stand back a little bit. Yeah, no. Maybe see if I can get it. What do we think? Is that in focus, guys? Leo says, once again, your husband is letting you do all his running. Kathy's going to join us soon. Thank you, Kathy. Ryan says, Victoria looks fed up of my faffing about. Victoria is constantly fed up of my faffing about. Eddie is still having a break. She's at 23.7 kilometres after 3 hours and 10 minutes. So actually that's 3 hours and 10 minutes of moving time. So not 3 hours and 10 minutes altogether. We are at 3.5 hours altogether. Right, while we're on this break, I'm going to go in and get a cable to charge the phone. this is a longer break than normal, isn't it? I wonder what's going on. Eddie's not normally this long on his breaks. He's normally like 2 minutes and he's back going again. Oh, right, here comes Eddie. Back on. We'll be back going any second now. There you go. Now press it again now. Yeah, no, that one. Now go. There you go. Right, we're back running. World Elite Zwifters says hi. Hello, World Elite Zwifters on Twitch. Vidar, hello Vidar. Paul Deering says we're back running at 8 kilometers per hour. Eddie's just behind you. Eddie's 4 seconds behind you. It is cold, isn't it? Yeah, the thing is, going at this pace, Eddie does need to go at this pace because if you're running 31 marathons, you just can't do it at a fast pace. You're going to die. So Eddie needs to go pretty slow, but going at this pace, it can, especially here in the UK where it's freezing cold, if you stop still for too long during breaks, you can start to freeze up. World Elite Zwifter says, best live stream. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. There aren't that many runners doing live running on Zwift, so but thank you for the compliment. That's very kind of you. Kathy McManus is on. Hello, Kathy. Right, Eddie is interviewing somebody from India at the moment on her live stream. If you want to donate to Eddie's cause, by the way, go to Eddie's website, eddieizzard.com, and you can donate from there. Or you can text, you can send texts, but only in the UK, apparently, says my wife. So you can text 10 to 70810, 10 to 70810, and that'll donate £10, or 20 in capital letters to 70810, and that will donate £20. Or Victoria says you can buy t-shirts and face masks and all sorts of merchandise on Eddie's website as well. And tickets for the live show. Blimey, I've got my wife's a secretary here. Vienna and Berlin are in German, and then there's one in France, which is in Paris, which is in French. Right, Paul Deering says incline, Victoria. No, we haven't got incline on. Why? Are you wanting her to put incline on? Ryan Perring, quite rudely, I think, says she's always been the one with brains. How rude. Or Right, and Leo says, if you don't want to donate to Eddie Izzard, you can donate to Leo's GoFundMe a new treadmill page. I don't think anything's happened to his treadmill. I think he just wants a nice new one. Wouldn't we all like a nice new treadmill? Right, so I've got Eddie Izzard's live stream in my left ear, and I've got my wife's live stream in my right ear. Eddie is currently interviewing a journalist from India about globalization. The whole message of Eddie's event, Eddie's project, is about bringing the world together. So rather than thinking about nationalism and being Great Britain or the Great United States, we're thinking about us as a world and as one world rather than lots of individual countries. And if we think of the world as one place where we're all the same, then we will help the survival of the species, the survival of humanity. If we think of each other as individuals, if we think of the world as split into separate places where we all look after ourselves rather than each other, then we're more likely to destroy ourselves. I think that's the general tenet of Eddie's message. Ryan Downey says, is Victoria in blue jeans? No, she's not, but she is wearing long leggings. Well, leggings, not long leggings. They're just leggings that are the length of her legs. They're not long. They're not hanging off the bottom of her feet. Jason Mitchell says, Film My Run was getting some good coverage on Eddie's stream yesterday, but were you in a band? Yes, they were talking about the same person. Yes, they were a bit confused because much as I don't like to talk about my sub-3 marathons because I never mention those, I also don't like to talk about my previous chart success in pop bands. So I never mention it to anyone. So they were getting a bit confused because some people know and some people don't know about these things. Right, Victoria is 4 kilometres in now. Eddie Izzard is 24.6 kilometres in. So Victoria we reckon we've got about 2 hours, 10 minutes to go before we get to the end of the 21k, if we manage to keep going at this speed. But obviously we think there will be more breaks. Leo has been looking at the Techno Gym. Right, okay. What's it called? The Excite Plus Run. What version is that then? I've not heard of is that called the Excite Plus? Is that the name of it? Like the My Run? Is it a Techno Gym Excite? I'm going to look it up. Adam Koffler is saying, how are the legs, Clive? Yeah. Okay, yes. So the Techno Gym Excite Plus is around £1,700 in the UK. Nice. Oh, hang on. There's another one here. Excite Plus for 3,000. It must be slightly different models. There's one. I've got one here. Excite Plus Run for 1,695, but then there's also one here on the same website for 2,995. Hello, Lucho. So Lucho's online on YouTube. Lucho is a regular Zwift streamer from Argentina, and we regularly have Lucho on the Film My Run video 5k, and he is saying hello from Argentina. Hi, Lucho. Adam Koffler says, this is my second half and my quads are complaining, but it isn't going to stop me. I'm doing the half distance. Oh, okay. So it's the 1,700 version. Yeah, it looks good, Leo. Looks nice. Lucho's going to be there this Friday. Nice one. We had some technical problems last Friday because I spent almost the entire show talking into the mic and not realising the mic was off. So there was no sound or no voice at all for 20 minutes. Adam says, I'm not a machine like your hubby. I'm doing things. Right, Aid and Joe Baker. Hi Stephen, enjoying yours and Eddie's live stream. Can you possibly recommend a usable treadmill that won't break the bank? Well, usable for Zwift. Okay, so currently what I'm saying to people is that the Noble Pro Elite is about £1,000. That is a smart treadmill, and it's the cheapest smart treadmill that will connect directly to Zwift. So that's my recommendation at the moment. If you've got a bit more money to spend, then if you can stretch to the MyRun, I love my MyRun treadmill. Leo is looking at another MyRun, which is around 1,700, called the MyRun, called the Techno Gym Excite. So you know, anything really that has a motor of around about 3 horsepower, 3.0 continuous horsepower. If you can find one that does that, then great. And if you can find a smart treadmill that does that, then even better. But at the moment, the Noble Pro Elite is the one to go for smart treadmill and good quality belt and motor. Yeah, you have to be careful when you're looking at smart treadmills. Some treadmills will say that they are smart. Or no, some treadmills will say they're Bluetooth, but what that means is they're just Bluetooth so that you can connect your headphones to them. And they're not Bluetooth in terms of being able to connect to things like Zwift. I'm getting very confused here because I'm listening to Eddie's stream, I'm listening to my wife, and I'm trying to think of what I need to say and trying to type at the same time. It's very confusing. Sarah Jacobson was saying, I wanted to tell you about the mic issues on Friday, but it was too complex to explain while I was running, and my brain doesn't always work when I run. Yeah, well, I totally get that, Sarah. But it is totally our fault. We just need to be able to... We need to get in the zone of having a checklist of everything we need to make sure is working before we go live. And keep checking those things whilst we're live. Right, 5 kilometres down for Victoria now. Kathy McManus is at 1.6. And Eddie Izzard is at 25.5k now. Victoria doesn't like me swearing, sorry. Monica says we're multi-talented. Well, that's the point. We're not multi-talented. We're failing. We're trying to do too many things at once and not doing them. Jason Mitchell says the Noble Pro is a great smart treadmill for the price. Had mine for 9 months and can recommend it. Monica says, who is Eddie Izzard? Okay, so this is a very European or UK-centric project, really, and it's not meant to be, because it is meant to be a worldwide project. But Eddie is well known, certainly in the UK, massively well known as a comedian in the UK, and is also known around the world as well, but definitely more well known in the UK. Eddie has been around on the comedy circuit on TV for 30 odd years now. 30 years. I went to see Eddie live in about 1997. So he is, and also more recently as well. So Eddie has been around for a long time, and he's a household name in the UK. Is a household name in the UK, and also almost one of those British comedy icons. So what I would recommend is go on the internet, go onto Google and search for Eddie Izzard, Cake or Death. That's the one to look for, Cake or Death. And Eddie is a very silly comedian. If you think of intelligent but silly, so if you think of Monty Python, that kind of humour, he's kind of verging on that a lot of the time. But it's intelligent as well. Very well educated chap. He can speak French and German. He has done full shows in French and German. Ryan Perring says, if you don't find Eddie funny, then there's no hope. Stuart Gofford says, go on, Victoria. So go and look for the Cake or Death sketch, and then any other recommendations for Eddie Izzard comedy sketches after that. And Eddie is doing a live show tonight at 7 p.m. every night after the marathon, 1 hour after the finish of the marathon. So the marathon should finish at 6 p.m. UK time. 7 p.m. UK time, Eddie is doing a live comedy stand-up show. And you can buy tickets for that from the website for about £11. We're on the Ocean Boulevard route at the moment. I haven't got the camera angles on because it's not so easy. If Victoria gets lost, if we go left or right off the course, Victoria gets lost, it's not so easy for her to catch up with Eddie as it is for me. And Victoria would get annoyed. So we're going to stay steady with Eddie. And keep the camera angles off. Stuart says, incredible work, Eddie, loving your runs. And he says, we are multitasking. We're doing our best. It's just the film My Run 5K, the video 5K on a Friday that confuses us the most. We are going to get better, definitely. Eddie is still on his live stream interviewing a journalist from India. I'm half paying attention to what's going on that stream. But if you want to watch it, just go to Eddie's website or go to Eddie's Facebook page, and you'll be able to see and hear Eddie Izzard's live stream doing her treadmill run. There is a camera on the treadmill as Eddie is running, and there's also a camera on the Zoom meeting with people that she is interviewing as she runs. Monica says, what is Eddie doing on Zwift? A fundraiser? Yes, basically a fundraiser. So Eddie is doing 31 marathons in 31 days. Eddie is known for this as well. So as well as being a comedian, Eddie is also known for quite often doing multiple marathons in multiple days. She's done 27 marathons in 27 days in South Africa. Started out a few years ago, did about 40 marathons in 44 days in the UK. Okay. Apparently, so the 27 marathons in 27 days in South Africa was in commemoration of the 27 years that Nelson Mandela was in prison in South Africa, and Eddie met Nelson Mandela when he was out there. There goes the bot, says Adam. Slow down a bit just to be behind Eddie, just slightly behind Eddie. Go to where Paul Deering and Jason Mitchell are. Then we've got them on screen. So Eddie is on 26.5 kilometres now. Clive Finnemore, 26.6 kilometres. Paul Deering is on 6 kilometres. Adam Koffler is on 5.9 kilometres. Debbie Colville, 5.8 kilometres. Victoria is on 6 kilometres now. Jay Drummond is on 5.5. Scordia is on 3.4. M Young is on 18.2 kilometres. Well done to M Young. Kim Salt's just gone off the screen. I'm sure we'll see Kim in a minute. Matthias Toppink is on 4.2 kilometres. Well done, Matthias. Jason Mitchell is on 26.7 as well, of course. So the two people that I can see who are running the whole thing at the moment today are Clive Finnemore, Jason Mitchell, and also we've got Ellen as well, I think, who is right up there with Eddie running the full marathon today. The only person who's done all 3 marathons with Eddie so far has been Clive Finnemore. So Clive and Eddie are best buddies. Yeah, Clive said, I've spent a lot of time with Eddie over the last 3 days. Okay, Monica has been off looking at Eddie Izzard's Cake or Death sketch. Cake? Death? Yes. Death? Yes. Death? Cake or death? Death? Oh dear, I'm just remembering it now in my head. Oh yes, Eddie Izzard was born in Yemen, wasn't he? Yeah. She, I mean. Oh. Doesn't look like it. No, he's still going. Oh, just slowing down. Okay. Yeah, he's just slowing down. He's just texting now to say slowing down. Okay, so I've just had that on the live stream. So the live stream is about 20 seconds behind what's really happening. Yes, I know, and he's just said he's texted that just now. Right, Owen Thomas says Eddie's Darth Vader sketch is the best. Happy New Year to you and your family, Stephen. Thank you very much, Owen. Paul Deering says Eddie is walking. Yeah, I can see. I'm watching his live stream, Paul, so I can see he's walking now. It's a bit different from when I'm running because I can't really concentrate on Eddie's live stream. But because Victoria's doing the running today, I can concentrate on Eddie's live stream as well. So Eddie's just said this is his non-break break. So it's not a break, but it's kind of a break. So Eddie's just having a drink, and yeah, I know, but I'm 20 seconds behind. So Eddie's just starting to run again now. So 27.2 kilometers done, 15 to go. Eddie looks good. I think he struggled in the first two, certainly towards the end, and he might struggle again towards the end of this one, but as she gets going in the next 2 or 3 marathons after this, you should find that Eddie can sustain a decent pace all the way through the marathon. It's not a case that Eddie is going to tire every marathon towards the end. Once you get into the swing of things, you do tend to be able to slug it out and be a bit more consistent in your pace towards the end. So Eddie is just interviewing a doctor from the Global Health Institute of Barcelona now. Sussex Geezer is on 6.9 kilometres as well, so Victoria is just about to hit 7 kilometres. And before the end of this run, I think Victoria will level up to level 16 on Zwift. So here we are, there's 7 kilometres done. Eddie is up to 27 and a half now. Yeah, Kathy, I read that, I heard that as well. So Eddie says that when she gets to 10 marathons done, it's all good. And I mean that's what Eddie has experienced before. I reckon she'll get there a bit earlier than that. I reckon between 5 and 8. I reckon Eddie will start to settle into the marathons. Apparently, Paul Deering says that I ran with Clive and Eddie t-shirts will be available to purchase soon. Kathy says she's getting into a groove, yes. Right, so we need a manufacturer to get these t-shirts printed. I ran with Clive and Eddie. Victoria's good at selling t-shirts. Victoria once had a job travelling around Europe with a rock band selling merchandise, so she knows how to sell t-shirts. She once sold the t-shirt off her own back to somebody, so she knows what she's doing when it comes to selling merchandise. I would have loved to have been there for that moment. Martin says, can you still injure yourself running at 7.5 kilometres per hour? Shin splints, or is that unlikely? Well, I'll tell you one thing. After running the marathon a couple of days ago with Eddie, my calf muscle was very tight. And I think it's just because running that slowly, it's kind of a strain on your muscles, actually, if they're not used to running that slowly. This is no bad kind of reflection on Eddie's running speed. He needs to run this slowly to get through all the marathons that she's doing. But I finished with quite a sore calf after that marathon, which is part of the reason why I'm not running today. I just think my legs need a bit of a rest. But it's still possible to get injured, yeah. Ryan Perring says, shin splints, I've got them now after today. What did you do today, Ryan? What have you run today? And yes, and I would run, if I was running a 100-mile race, I would be running at around about this pace. So a lot of my 100-mile ultra marathons are done at around about this kind of pace. And slower, in fact. Eddie Izzard outfit. Adam Kopfler says we should have an Eddie Izzard outfit that we can unlock. Eddie Izzard shirt that we can unlock. just right. Hashtag humanity. Okay. Oh, the cyclists are having an argument about miles and kilometres. Bless them. That's what we call him, Buff Hancock, because his avatar is always buff. Like Jason Mitchell's avatar, look, with the muscles. Right, Victoria's coming up to 8 kilometres, 100 metres to go. John Hancock's just started running with us. Monica says, where is Eddie's live stream? If you look on Facebook, Monica, and just type in Eddie Izzard, you'll find Eddie's Facebook page, and it's on there. Or you can go to Eddie Izzard's website, which is eddieizzard.com. Right, let's drop a few more ride-ons. There we go. Yeah, if you want to see Eddie's live show, you've got to go to the website to book your tickets for that. Paul Deering says cyclists will argue over anything. I do enjoy the miles, kilometres argument, though. I do like pointing out that Myanmar, Liberia and the USA are the only countries in the world that still officially have miles as their unit of measurement. I mean, I know we use miles in this country, but technically we are a metric country. Tina Beard says she's now in front of the fire and husband is cooking dinner. Don't tell my wife that, Tina. Sarah Jacobson says, I've spent more time watching these various exploits in the last few days than doing anything productive. I need to get back to work. You do, Sarah, do some work. Seriously, go and do some work. You cannot spend your entire life watching middle-aged people running on a computer game. It's just not healthy or sensible. All right, Eddie's going to have another look on Zwift to see who's with us. So let's have a look, see what Eddie says. So Sarah, the floor manager, is going to do a name shout out. So the girl who's the floor manager, I think it's Sarah, she is basically just reading out the list of everyone who is running with Eddie at the moment. Clive Finnemore has had another thumbs up from Eddie. Eddie says thank you to everyone running along on the Zwift app. And now they're just reading out the country flags. Van Hook, no, it's not Russia. She says it's Russia, it's Holland. She's just read out Michelle Young's name. Victoria at 8.4. Matthias at 6.7. Clive Finnemore's just been mentioned again by Eddie. Okay, so they've got two treadmills there. I see. They've got another woodway there as well. So we've got a wide shot. We've got a wide shot of Eddie's stream, and there are two treadmills side by side. They're at Riverside Studios in London, and you can actually go down to Riverside Studios and look through the window, and you can donate money there as well. Oh, so you can. All right. So you tap in and pay £4, and you can see Eddie running. Is that right? Okay. Eddie's looking fairly strong and comfortable, actually. Not like the previous 2 days where he has looked pretty tired by now. To me, looking at Eddie, she looks fairly comfortable. Feeling all right, Victoria? So if you want to purchase tickets for Eddie's live show tonight, it's £11. Go to the website, eddieizzard.com. That'll be at 7 p.m. UK time tonight. So this marathon is due to finish at 6 p.m. And then we've got an hour's wait, and then 7 p.m. Eddie will be doing a live show, as she is every night after the marathon. dropping ride-ons to everybody. So you should have received a ride-on from Eddie. And I'm going to drop a load of ride-ons now to everybody as well. So if you haven't received a ride-on from me, from Victoria already, then Victoria's dropped a load of ride-ons now. Victoria is now at 9 kilometres. Eddie Izzard is at 29.6k. Sorry. Kim Salt says she got too far behind. Martin says, is Clive doing the full 31? No, Clive has got to go to work tomorrow, so he's done the first 3. Yeah, unless he pulls a sickie, he will be going to work tomorrow. So it may be that I have to step in and do a few marathons. I don't think I'll do tomorrow's, but I might do the half tomorrow. Oh, Sarah Jacobson says she's also read a few books, as well as watching these live streams and these exploits and not doing any work. She has actually been reading some books, so that's good, Sarah. Ryan Perring wants everyone to form a V shape behind Eddie, Kipchoge style, to help him to the finish line. On Eddie's live stream at the moment, they are currently reading out facts about Madrid, but I'm not really paying attention to them. Madrid is 700 metres above sea level, apparently. You alright? Oh, just slowing up, yeah. Yeah, you go down 7 kilometres. Right, coming up to 30k now, so it'll be 12k to do. Eddie's taken 4 hours to get to this point, but it will be that is moving time, not overall time. Overall time is 4 hours 20 minutes. But we look like, I think we're going a bit quicker than we did yesterday, so we might just get done before 6 o'clock. Do you want me to open the door? Are you hot? It's just that I don't want the camera to steam up, but if it looks okay, I'll open it. ACE. Oh, she can't read ACE. Common Era. After Common Era. Right, 30 kilometres done now. Right, Eddie says he's going to have a break in a minute. So it looks like he's going to slow down any second. 30 kilometres done, 4 hours of moving time. But Eddie's just said on his live stream he's going to have a break in a minute, so just expect to slow down. Alan Jolly's just given Eddie Izzard a ride on. Oh, now Eddie's sped up, so he's not actually taking a break yet. Oh, yeah. Okay, break in 15 seconds, so it must be now. Yeah. Okay, break time, folks. Just stop running, and Victoria's just going to go to the ladies' room. Okay, so we are. Victoria is nearly 10k in. Kathy McManus is 6.5k in. Sussex Geezer is nearly 10k in. Adam Koffler is nearly 10k in. Debbie Colville is nearly 10k in. John Hancock 2.1k in. Eddie Izzard and Clive Finnimore are at 30.5k, just about 30.5k. So is Jason Mitchell. So Jason Mitchell, Clive Finnimore, and John Hancock and Eddie Izzard all at 30.4 kilometres. So if you've got anything you want to ask on Facebook, YouTube or Twitch, I am watching YouTube chat, I'm watching Facebook chat and Twitch chat. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat messages, so if you have anything you want to ask or want to say, please do pop that in the chat and I'll try and get to it. I do apologise if you have put a message in and I've missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of torn between lots of different things at the moment, so sometimes I do miss some things that people say, because I'm watching Eddie's stream. I'm also watching what's going on Zwift, and I'm typing for Victoria onto Zwift. So I'm doing various things at the same time. So apologise if I miss anything. Vidar says, "Well done to everyone who's running." Kathy McManus says, "Thanks for joining, John." John Hancock, who is one of the original Zwift runners. I think Kathy might be off now. Kathy might have finished. Andrew Usher says, "Aloha." I don't know if he's in Hawaii or not, but there we are. Debbie Colville is done. Oh, Debbie, can you not get to 10k? Debbie says she was going to stay till 10k. Break has done me a favour. Oh, I see. Okay, the break has managed to means you can get off. Good for you. Okay, so Debbie Colville's done. Well done to Debbie. So I think Kathy McManus is going and Debbie Colville is going. Marcus Finnimore, quick pit stop for me to the facilities, yes. So Marcus is on 14.5 kilometres. So he's done a fair whack as well today. Right, Andrew Usher says he's not in Hawaii, he's in cold Scotland. 4 degrees in the garage on the treadmill. Yeah, it's pretty cold here as well. I don't know what temperature it is, but it's not warm, that's for sure. Jason Mitchell, I think it may be a good thing that I'm back to work tomorrow. Yeah, well, The thing is, it's very tempting to do these, isn't it? I must admit, I'm kind of tempted to do the full marathon tomorrow. But I think, to be sensible, I'll probably do the half tomorrow. But I have a little thing in my head. Do you reckon I could do 5 in a row? 5 marathons in a row 1 week? Maybe like in a week or 2? Yeah. Can't hurt it. Do. The thing is, I'm training for a race in Gran Canaria at the end of February, if it happens. And Vidar says, is John Hancock the reason we have John's route? No, that's John Mayfield. John Mayfield is the name behind John's route, and also the track Mayfield is after John Mayfield. John Mayfield, the co-creator of Zwift. Right, Eddie's still having his pit stop. Kathy says break is good stretch time. Maybe Kathy isn't going away then. Kathy's still standing there, so maybe she's not going anywhere. YouTube Theo27 says 10k. I don't know what that means, but well, yes, I'm sure we'll get to 10. We're gonna get to 21. And 21.1k Victoria's going to do, which is the second half of Eddie Izzard's marathon. So Eddie is now on 30.4 kilometres. So she has another 11.5, 12k to do. So that's what Victoria is going to do as well. Victoria currently has 69 ride-ons, which is all good stuff. Theo, do you know who Eddie Izzard is? Do you need to know that? Eddie Izzard is a famous comedian in the UK. Well, certainly for anyone over the age of about 20 years old, he is a household name. He's running 31 marathons in 31 days live on Zwift. And we are following every day, doing a little bit with Eddie every day. And sometimes we're doing the whole marathon with Eddie, but sometimes we're doing just the half. And maybe some other days we'll just do 10k, as you have said. Kim Salt says, I hit 10k, I'm off. We'll try and do a 5k with Eddie tomorrow. Thank you, Kim. Andrew Usher says, I joined late, did 5, then jumped in. I'll finish, maybe do a half tomorrow. Kathy's going to stay with Victoria. Thank you, Kathy. Who's setting up the live stream? Oh, Adam Koffler. Yes, he looks like he's coming back. So Eddie's coming back. And we're off. We're just catching Eddie up. Eddie's just a second ahead. No Holds Barred said, what is live streaming? When you need it a bit tighter. Victoria's wearing my heart rate strap and it seems to be slipping down, but it needs to be tightened a bit. Right, there's 10k for Victoria. 10k up for Victoria and for Adam Koffler as well. And for Kim Salt. Hang on. Would I ever consider what? Sorry. Who's asked that? Yeah, I'll look. Right, Marcus Holmes says, Stephen, would you ever consider a Zwift 200 mile attempt? I would consider it, Marcus, and then I'd probably discard the thought. Hang on, I've got lots of things happening in my head. Just dropping a couple of extra ride-ons. Eddie is back on and now interviewing somebody else, so I shall get the gist of what's being talked about. Nice one, Marcus. Okay, Vidar says, where can you see how many ride-ons Victoria has at the moment? Okay, so, well, I can see it on the live stream. So at the bottom of the live stream, you can see the number 70 with an orange thumb. So I know that Victoria has received 70 ride-ons. But you think you can also go into the Zwift Companion app. If you go into the Zwift Companion app, I think you can see it. I don't know if you can see somebody else's. Let me go in on my phone and see if I can see what Victoria's done. No, it doesn't actually say on your... It doesn't say... If I look Victoria up on the companion app, I can't see how many ride-ons she's had for this current live run. I could see it afterwards, but not now. And Victoria's own Zwift companion app... yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second, yeah. Yeah, I also can't see it on Victoria's companion app either. Right, so Vidar, you can get that bouncing kilometre marker. Every kilometre you can get a marker if you set it up as a target. So on my live stream, where it says the Zwift logo, the pink Zwift logo that's beating like a heart every few seconds, just underneath that is a target, and we've got a target of 21.1 kilometres. If you go in and set a target on Zwift, you then tick a little box, it will give you kilometre markers on screen every kilometre. Not without you stopping. I can't show it in game without you stopping. Got it? Okay, Vidal's got it. Good stuff. Right, any minute now, Tina's going to tell me to watch the music. Right, who's that who's just come on? And Rex. Oh, Yanni? Is it Yanni, Rex? Yoni, yeah. So Victoria's up to 11 kilometres now. Jason Mitchell, Clive Finnimore and Eddie Izzard are at 31.6 kilometres. Yeah, 10k now. 10k left now. Just under 10, just over 10k. I'll just press a button in a minute. Sorry? Yes, it is a shame you can't mute runners, that's true. I'm trying to block him, to be honest. I don't know how to block him either. Never mind. I've told him to stop sending me messages. I'm sure he thinks he's talking to a female as well. That's the other uncomfortable thing about that, isn't it? Nothing, not a big deal. Andrew Cutmore, good evening to you. Ryan Perry, well, there's just some guy is private messaging Victoria saying, are you live streaming? If you are, I don't like my messages being broadcast live. So we're saying, well, stop sending us messages then. If you don't like your messages being broadcast, and the thing is they're not actually being broadcast because they are actually hidden underneath. I think they're hidden underneath Victoria's camera. But yeah, so some guy in the States is sending Victoria messages saying I don't like my messages being broadcast live. So well, you know, don't message then. Okay, 32 kilometers done. messaged the guy. I've messaged that guy now with the wrong message. Meant to go on screen. Yeah, right. The really annoying thing about that is I've just messaged 10 kilometers to go to that person now, rather than to the main Zwift screen. That's really annoying, isn't it? Oh dear. Eddie is still, by the way, interviewing this doctor from Barcelona. Hi Scott, Scotty Filmer, one of my mates from the running community here in the UK is watching. Says great work guys, outstanding setup and good luck, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the guy. Yes, I am Stephen on the video, yes. So Victoria's coming up to 12k now. So we'll have 9 kilometres left for Victoria to get to the half marathon, but just a little bit more than that to finish this marathon off for Eddie. Jaffa cake or any sweets? Some more of your tea? What I have found is that you can actually walk at this pace. Walk very short, fast steps so that you don't bounce around very much, and you can drink your tea or your coffee whilst walking. Yeah? That's you're less likely to spill it that way. You look like you're in the Olympics doing the walking thing. Yeah, it does look wrong. Passing G&T? Right, Kathy McManus is having gin and tonic. Eddie's looking at the Zwift companion app. He's finished his interview. She has finished the interview with the doctor from Barcelona. Let's just go and drop a load of ride-ons again. There's a few gone. So if you haven't yet received a ride-on from Victoria, you will have now. And Victoria is on 80 ride-ons now for this event. 81. Yes, you're very close. You will level up. So Victoria is going to level up to level 16 today. Definitely. No holds barred. If you are watching the stream, I'm not messaging you anymore because you don't want your messages to be broadcast. So I'm not responding to your messages anymore, just for your own benefit. .4 kilometres now for Victoria. Eddie Izzard is up to 32.9, so nearly 33 kilometres in now. Eddie has just hit 31k. 4 hours 23 minutes of moving time and 4 hours 52 minutes time in total. I think Martin Thornley has just given Eddie a ride on. Apparently, Ryan Downey says, in the Zwift companion app you can turn off private messages. How do you do that? How do you turn off private messages, Ryan? Hang on, I might be able to do it. Private messaging, there you go. When on, you will only receive direct messages from those people you follow. Excellent stuff, okay. Yeah, no, I've got it, Ryan. Thank you very much. What do you mean you can't see everything else? Private messages. You'll only see private messages from people you follow. Thanks, Ryan. Shows how much I know. You know, I've been on Zwift for 5 years now. I've been running on Zwift for 4 years. I know nothing about Zwift. Everyone else knows loads more than me. Right, so Eddie Izzard is now on live with Tim, his physio, who I know, who at least I've met anyway. Victoria and I have met over at Martin's house. Martin Yelling, that is. So Tim is Eddie's physio and has been for quite some time, and also Martin and Liz Yelling's physio. And yeah, South Africa, and did the UK ones as well. That should be on, look, because I've just turned it off, haven't I? Are you sure you don't follow this person on Zwift? Okay. Yeah, I've just restarted the app. So Eddie is now interviewing a guy called Radio Dave, who runs the London Marathon every year whilst doing a live radio show. Marcus Holmes says he's off to have another mince pie. Oh no, hang on a minute. Oh, never mind. Marcus, by the way, oh, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to follow you now. Hang on. Right, there we go. Music has changed. Putting the other playlist on just so we don't get cut off from Facebook and YouTube for copyright reasons. Victoria's up to 84 ride-ons now, so if you haven't dropped a ride-on for Victoria, get that ride-on in there now. We only have 7 kilometres left now. 7.5. Yeah, no, it's all right. We've sorted it out, Ryan. Thank you. Don't worry. Right, Eddie Izzard is 33.7 kilometres in now. Marathon number 3. How are you feeling, Victoria? Victoria says she's feeling fine. This is too easy for Victoria. What's going on? She should be absolutely shattered, dying a death, wishing she wasn't here. Victoria's just a running snob these days, isn't she? Oh yeah, half marathon, no problem. So, a big group still with Eddie. Chris Sussex Geezer is there. Jason Mitchell is there. Clive Finnemore is still there. Paul Hayward has joined us now. Paul Hayward is on 0.6 of a kilometre, so 600 metres done. We're going to try and do that, Paul. I'm going to try and contact them and say we should, because what we want to do is we want to get on and tell them about Zwift, because obviously Eddie doesn't really know very much about Zwift. So I am going to try and get on there and do an interview with Eddie. It may or may not happen, but hopefully we will be able to get on there and we can do the interview whilst running, and I can explain all the ins and outs of Zwift. It would be really good, and maybe we can get some of you guys on there. You know how we do the video 5K? It's just going to be a Zoom meeting. There's no reason why we can't get other Zoom runners onto Eddie's live stream talking about what they think about Zwift and how good Zwift is. He's got 6 hours every day to fill for the next 29 days. So there must be some time that we can sneak a bit of Zwift promo in there. So yes, we are going to try and get to be interviewed on Eddie's live stream at some point. So don't worry, we already have thought about it. just spilt coffee down my front. Do you know what? I haven't done that in 3 days of running with Eddie Izzard, and standing here next to the treadmill, I managed to spill coffee all over myself. Sussex Geezer and Koffler on 13.7 kilometres. Adam Koffler. Paul Hayward has just hit 1 kilometre. Victoria is also on 13.8 kilometres. Jason Mitchell and Clive and Eddie are on 34.5 kilometres now. 7k left to go. Right, Eddie is talking about food during a marathon, or during long, slow marathons, talking about eating roast potatoes and Brussels sprouts. I wouldn't go for Brussels sprouts, but roast potatoes sounds all right. That's true. Yeah, roast potatoes are really good, actually. Good, lots of carbohydrates, nice filling food. Victoria coming up to 14k now. Right, Eddie now talking about turkeys being descended from dinosaurs. And that they have a rough time at Christmas, which is fairly true. Well, turkeys have a rough time at Christmas. I don't think dinosaurs have a rough time at Christmas. I think dinosaurs were around a long time before Christmas. Right, Clive has a roast dinner ready to be eaten after this. Where's my roast dinner? That's what I want to know. Why is it your mother should be cooking us both a roast dinner? Yes, actually, yeah, today is Victoria's pot noodle run, of course. Jay Hunter has leftover takeaway to eat. Eddie is probably behind you, so you want to slow down a bit and just, because I can't see Eddie ahead. Yeah, there's Eddie at the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, just slow down a bit just so he can get past you. 1 second behind you. Yeah, you're right, Paul. That Brussels sprouts on a marathon it sounds like a terrible idea, doesn't it? Andrew Usher has got a roast after this. Andrew, where are you? What's your name on Zwift? Because where are you in the list? Oh, is he there? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Victoria knows where you are. Sorry, I just haven't seen. Yeah. Richard Mellick has joined us. Richard is on. Where's Richard? We'll find Richard in a minute and say hello to him. Marcus Holmes has found a recipe for haggis. This should be interesting, he says. Marcus tried to cook mince pies yesterday and it didn't go well. Okay, Marcus needs to reset his heart rate zones. Marcus, you need to click on your, in the app, click the little pen icon next to your name. Click the little pen icon next to your name in the app, and then it'll come up and you'll be able to put your max heart rate in there. Ryan Perry. See, Marcus has done more miles than anyone on Zwift, and even he doesn't know everything, you see, so it's not surprising that I don't know everything. Ryan Perring says, I bet Zwift are really annoyed that they launched running pace bots when they did, because for the next 30 days we have our own real life pace bot. Oh yeah, there's Andrew Usher. We've got you now, Andrew. Steve Smith says, I'm back. Well done, guys. Thank you, Steve. Oh, there's Richard Mellick at the bottom of the screen. 1 kilometre done for Richard. Richard is part of Zwift HQ, and Richard is based in London and is one of the people responsible for setting up this entire event. Richard was the go-between between Eddie's team and Zwift HQ in Los Angeles to set up this event. So well done to Richard. Thank you for getting it set up. Vidar, yes, Victoria's going to run 21.1k. Well, actually, she's going to run a bit more than that because Eddie is going to still have a little bit to do by the time Victoria reaches 21k. So Eddie is still talking to this chap, Dave, who runs the London Marathon whilst doing a radio show every year. Richard says it's such a pleasure to have set this event up. Has Eddie slowed down? Right, looks like Eddie has slowed down. Yeah, he's walking on the live stream. He's walking. I think he's typing something on his, or he's looking at his phone. So he might be typing something to everybody. Yeah, Eddie's walking at the moment, 6 kilometres per hour. He's 35.2 kilometres in. 0.3. Eddie does do some of the typing. They've got more than one phone, I think, between them. Sarah is the floor manager type person. She does some of the typing, but Eddie does also sometimes get the phone in his hand and type away himself. Herself. Oh dear, I'm rubbish at this, aren't I? Clive Finnemore says, thank you, Richard, for setting this up. Good job. Right, he's just, we've just got running again typed now. So we're off again. Right, Victoria is at 15 kilometres in 2 hours, well, 1 hour 59 minutes of running. What's Kathy laughing at? Who is? Okay, Steve, thank you very much. He's off to make spaghetti bolognese. Take care, buddy. Looks like they are just coming up to 36 kilometres now. Clive Finnemore, Eddie Izzard and Jason Mitchell. Jason is looking for his very first, well, you only get one, marathon achievement badge. So if you run 26.2 miles on the treadmill on Zwift, you get your marathon achievement badge. Victoria is up to 93 ride-ons. Let's see if we can get 100 ride-ons for Victoria. So we need 7 more people to drop ride-ons for Victoria to get over 100 ride-ons for this half marathon. That would be awesome. Right, they are nearly at 36k now. Steve Smith says he enjoyed that. Loving Zwift at the minute. See you soon. Thank you very much, Steve. Glad you're enjoying Zwift. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, Ryan Perring says, might watch the second half of the football at 1:30, but let's get Victoria to 100 ride-ons. Yeah, come on guys, let's get Victoria to 100 ride-ons. I think it'll be the first time she's reached 100 ride-ons, so that'd be awesome. I've dropped a few more ride-ons to people who haven't had a ride-on from Victoria just yet. Hello, Dewan. Dewan has just dropped a ride-on for Victoria. Thank you very much.
Ride on.
Dobson is there. Thank you very much for Dobson's ride-on. Jay Bark, thank you for the ride-on. Andrew Usher says he's just lost everyone. We're all still together, Andrew. We're all still running. Yeah, Andrew, we're still here. We're on the run path. If you can find us again, look on your companion app to see if you can see where Eddie is. Just look on the map on your companion app. Dewan has just dropped Victoria a ride on, so Victoria's now on 96. Thanks, Dewan. There we go. Thank you, Dewan. Kathleen Spillane says, what's Victoria's last name so I can find her? Cousins, same as me. So Victoria, and then the surname is Cousins. As in Stephen Cousins, it's my wife, Victoria Cousins. Thank you very much, Kathleen. That's very kind of you. And we are up to nearly 16 kilometres now. So Victoria's run 10 miles. 10 miles in 2 hours and 6 minutes. And Kathy is still with us at 12 kilometres, 12 and a half kilometres. Hawks is at 8 kilometres. Richard Mellick is at 2.5 kilometres. Jay Hunter at... Oh, I've lost Jay Hunter now. Hawks at 7.9. Paul Hayward at 3.3 kilometres. Jason Mitchell is on 36.7 with Eddie and Clive. Adam Koffler is on 15. No, Adam Koffler is on 16 kilometres as well. So there have been 2 or 3 groups of people who have run the half marathon. And 3 people who've run the full marathon so far. Ofar is on the same distance as the boys. Where's Ofar? Oh yeah, where's Ofar? Ofar. Yes, Far has done the whole thing as well, 36.7. Well done to Far. What's Far's first name, by the way? What? Yeah, okie dokie, that says. You've received 100 ride-ons. Victoria has received 100 ride-ons. And she's just got the badge. Well done, Victoria. Okie dokie Far. Victoria says thank you for getting 100 ride-ons to her. Thanks. She's now at 101 ride-ons. Maybe Andrew Usher, maybe you've lost your internet connection. It could be that. Ryan Perring says party time. Ryan Downey says woohoo as well. Timothy Walsh says, I just asked the 10,000 plus members of the herd to send Victoria some love. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Tim. She's done it. She's got 100 ride-ons for the first time ever and got her badge. So she's very pleased about that. Paul Hayward's on 3.6 kilometres now. "37 kilometres done." Just a park run to go now. 5k park run to go. Even though I'm not running, I am still eating Skittles, much to Victoria's chagrin, because these Skittles are for her. Jason, unfortunately, the Arc is cancelled, isn't it? So we're not going to get the 100 miles of the Arc this year, which is a real shame. Never mind, next year. Timothy Walsh says, not all cyclists are discussing miles and kilometres after all. No, that is true. Tom Watkins, thanks for the ride on. Eddie is still chatting away with his physio, Tim. Andrew Usher is back with us. Timothy, yeah, thank you. I think they are responding with ride-ons. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, Andrew is back with us. So what happened, Andrew? Where did you go? Eddie Izzard is now talking about running the Comrades Marathon in South Africa. Feeling all right, Vic? So Victoria is up to 17 kilometres almost. There we are, 17 kilometres up for Victoria now. So Victoria's got 4 kilometres left to do the half marathon, and but we're going to do a little bit further than that because Eddie is not quite at 38 kilometres yet. So it'll just be a little bit more than a half marathon for Victoria. So tomorrow we'll be back on. I think I'll do the half marathon again tomorrow. I will join at halfway. So I won't start at 12. I'll start at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and I'll run the half marathon to the finish with Eddie and the gang. Clive has to go to work tomorrow, so he won't be able to do the full marathon tomorrow. I don't know whether he'll come and join us for a little bit of it tomorrow afternoon. There's a nice close-up of Victoria again. Looking very relaxed and calm. 17 kilometres in to this half marathon. Yeah, it is, isn't it? When you get into it, it's comfortable, isn't it? Eddie says kidney failure equals death. It's talking about rhabdomyolysis, when you basically don't drink enough water and it's very hot. Garmin has Andrew Usher at 17.97 or nearly 18 kilometres now. So Andrew Usher's distance on Zwift is not right because he had to restart Zwift. So he is at about 18 kilometres. Timothy Walsh says, I still think my favourite run on Zwift was joining you on the 24-hour run of all the roads in Watopia. The Alp was my favourite, 63 times up it on the bike and twice running it, yeah. Well, that was a pretty special day, wasn't it, that 24-hour 100-miler? That was great. And running down the hill at the end. I think you were pushing the pace, weren't you? A little bit ahead. And we were trying to keep up with you. It was the last 10k of the 100-miler. So yeah, enjoyed that. It was good. 38 kilometres now for Eddie Izzard. 4k to go. Adam says 3 for 3, Clive. Yeah, at 3 marathons in 3 days for Clive Finnemore. Just done that. Oh, to everyone so far. I can't type again, rubbish. Right, Ryan Perring says he's not finished yet, don't let Clive get complacent. Unfortunately though, Clive's got to go to work tomorrow, so he won't be able to do the full marathon tomorrow. I don't know whether he's going to join us at all tomorrow, but he's got to go to work, so he can't do the whole lot. We have told him to try and take a sickie from work, but I'm not sure he's going to. Big crowd, actually. Eddie's just ahead. Look, you can see his name there. Her name. I wonder how many people we've got running with Clive, with Eddie, with Eddie right now, because it looks to be quite a big crowd. Let me just get the... Hang on a second. It's raining outside in real life, by the way. Right, let me see how many we've got here. Sorry, Victoria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. About 20 runners around surrounding Eddie at the moment. Sorry? Yeah, I think so. So about 20 runners. Kathy says, yeah, big crowd here. Tim Walsh says, yeah, treadmill is in storage for the holidays. Need to get the room turned back into the lady lair for my wife. That's a good phrase, lady lair. I like it. Man cave and lady lair. Because he said he's got work stuff to do, so he can't do the marathon tomorrow. Yeah, do that, Clive. Do that, Clive. Self-isolation, you can't go to work, you're not well. Here comes Dax. Oh, Dax has got 2 followers. Right, Eddie's slowing down. Is he having a break? Eddie is now talking in Spanish. Right, Eddie is about to hit 39k now, so we're nearly done. 3k to go. Johansson, thanks for the ride on for Victoria from Herd, thank you. 114 ride-ons now for Victoria for this run. Yeah. Look at that load of runners all stretched out there. Fantastic. Yeah, this is the Zwift community in full flow. Right, 39 kilometers done now. 3 kilometers left to do of marathon number 3 for Eddie Izzard and Clive Finnemore. Marathon number 3 for Clive Finnemore, although Clive's not going to do tomorrow. Ryan Perring says 2 miles to go, Eddie, come on. Eddie's now talking about language and how the French and Spanish are so similar, and how the languages came to be when the Saxons came to the UK. Kathy says, nice picture. What was the... the shot of everybody moving ahead of us. So there's another half kilometre marker dropping, 18.5 kilometres for Victoria. So she has got 2.5k left to get the half marathon point. We're just having a little walk. Eddie is walking on his live stream, her live stream. Thank you for the ride on, whoever that was. So Eddie is constantly talking, still chatting to this chap Dave, and also to his physio Tim. But I think talking in these last kind of 20k, talking really helps Eddie get through it. That seems to be what's driving him to kind of take his mind off the pain of the run, is just chatting away basically. Ironically, though, that's probably making him more tired. But there we are. But it does make for a more entertaining stream, of course. Yeah, quite often we see it towards the end of the marathons. We've noticed that Eddie asks his guests to please ask him questions so that he can think about things that other than running. k to go. 2.5k left now for Eddie and Clive and Jason. So looking forward to seeing Jason get his marathon achievement badge. Jason Mitchell there, 39.6 kilometres. He's just got 2.5k to go. ...19 kilometres down now for Victoria. Do you know what? You're not going to quite actually level up, I don't think. You're not going to quite get there. You'll probably level up on your next run because you're ever so close, but you're just not quite there yet. And only 2 or 3 kilometres left will not quite make it, I don't think. Which is a shame. It would have been nice for Victoria to level up. Ryan Perring says, food time, catch you tomorrow. Well done, Victoria. Thank you, Ryan. Well done to you, buddy. I did ask Ryan earlier what he did today. He said his legs were tired from today, but I didn't notice his reply. Sorry, Ryan. Clive says, cheers, mate. Thumbs up. Reifer, thanks for the ride on. And Janssen, thank you. Oh, sorry. 120 ride-ons for Victoria now. Eddie now not talking about Nazi Germany for some reason. I think he's talking about how you can have a despotic leader and a terrible regime, but you can still bounce back. And he's kind of likening it to Donald Trump in America, saying that, you know, all these things that Donald Trump has done can and will be reversed when the new government comes into power. So things like leaving the Paris Accord on environmental rules. Donald Trump left that, but they will rejoin that once Donald Trump is out of power. In the same way that Germany bounced back from the Nazi regime afterwards and became one of the world's greatest countries in terms of economy and in terms of their social aspect of their government in the world. Germany, very well-respected country now in Europe, and Angela Merkel, very well-respected leader in Europe. Coming up to 40k now. Just 2 kilometres to go for Eddie and the gang. Eddie? Just catch up with it. Sorry. So Victoria's just fallen a little bit behind Eddie. We're just going to catch up. Oh yeah, there's the pink shorts just up ahead, about 10 metres up ahead. Victoria's at 20k now. So just 1 kilometre for Victoria to get to the half marathon point. And Eddie is now on... I can't actually see Eddie on the screen. I know, but I can't see Eddie's name on the right hand side. So I don't actually know. Oh, there we go. 40.7 for Eddie. Jason Mitchell, 40.8. Clive Finnimore will be around about the same as well. So we're approaching the end of today's run. If you've got any final questions, please do pop them in the chat on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. We have literally 1.5k, 1 mile, basically a mile to go now. What a great group this has been. Really solid group. And no mistakes going off anywhere today. We had a few funny moments yesterday where we went off in different directions. So Victoria's right beside Eddie now. So Victoria's there in the yellow, Eddie is there in the blue with the pink shorts. And we're just coming up to 41 kilometres for Eddie now. Three more ride-ons dropped for people who haven't yet had one from Victoria. So it is now 17:53 here in the UK, so 7 minutes left for Eddie to finish the marathon, but he'll do that. And then in 1 hour's time, Eddie will be starting his live stand-up show. John Farrell says, excellent running, Victoria. John on Facebook there, thank you very much, John. Anyone watching on YouTube? I haven't heard from YouTube for a while. If you're watching on YouTube, just say hello to us, that'd be nice, so we know you're there. I don't know if YouTube has gone off or whether we're still on YouTube. I suppose I can check, actually, because I'm not running, it's easier for me to check. We just had an email from Zwift, not from Zwift, from Eddie's team. So we'll be investigating that. So look out for a possible interview on Zoom with Eddie's team at some point. So they've got back to us. Marcus Holmes says, nice work, Victoria. Marcus has just put the haggis in the oven. Jonathan Cost says, hello from Facebook. I don't think you saw my message. Okay, so, it might be the stupid bug again. It might be that we have been receiving messages from YouTube and the stupid... Look, it's not even on. Why has it gone off? It turns itself off for some reason. We've got some login problems with... Yeah, we've got problems with YouTube. I don't know why. But something's changed with the... Right, let's log in again to YouTube. So we've probably missed a ton of messages from YouTube. No. Right, there we go. Okay. So we might now have all the YouTube chat. So I apologise to anybody that's been messaging us on YouTube. Right, there we go. Yeah, Paul Haywood says hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 says it's working. Or is it working? James Anderson says, great run, Victoria. I apologise, everyone on YouTube. For some reason, our YouTube chat keeps going off. So even though YouTube is working, the chat doesn't work. Miguel says, hello. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, everyone on YouTube. Apologies, I must try and do something about working out why YouTube chat keeps going off. Right, brilliant stuff. So, Paul Hayward says, testing 1, 2, 3. Kathy says, we're almost there. Jonathan Cost, is this Victoria's furthest run on Zwift? No, Victoria has done half marathons before on Zwift. What is your furthest distance on Zwift, though? I think this might be Victoria's longest, because she is going to go a bit further than a half marathon. So actually, this might be Victoria's longest run on Zwift when she gets to the end. Hi, Miguel. Okay, so Eddie is at 41.6 kilometres, 41.7. Victoria is about to hit her finish line. This pink bouncing marker is the 21.1 kilometre marker for Victoria. So that's a half marathon done for Victoria. And Eddie Izzard is about 500 metres away from the finish now. Vidar, take care. Thank you very much, buddy. See you later. Really big group to finish now. Right, hang on a second. Jonathan Cost says, we like Victoria's nerdy look when she's directing the Film My Run Zoom meetups. With the specs on, yeah, well we'll keep that on then. Yeah, she does have a very good way of looking like a nerd or a sexy businesswoman. Victoria works in the financial sector, so she's quite she's a data nerd, and she's quite happy to sit with her glasses on the edge of her nose, looking over them at a computer screen. Eddie is at 41 kilometres now, 42 kilometres almost. Victoria says she's an old lady and she wears office varifocals. Tina Beard says, nice work, Victoria. Massive kudos, Clive as well. .1, 100 metres to go to the finish. Eddie Izzard has just said, I'm glad this bugger is over. Not quite. She has got 90 metres, 80 metres to go. But there is a bit of a delay on this stream, so she's probably nearly done now. There we are, 42.2. Still a little tiny bit to go on the stream. Oh, has Eddie has stopped. Yes, Eddie stopped. So we'll be back on tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone. Jason has the badge. Jason Mitchell has his marathon badge. Well done, Jason. Awesome work, buddy. Victoria says, Paul Haywood says, good focused running, Victoria. Jonathan Koss says, I don't think Clive's wife will be talking to him anymore. Clive Finnemore says, well done, Victoria. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, no problem. Matthias Topping says, great job, Victoria. Congrats to everyone on running that far. Jason Mitchell says, great work all. And 12345 says, nice, Jason, good work. Eddie Izzard's stream has finished. I think he is pleased to have finished that one today. It's over and done with, and we are over and done with today. We'll be back tomorrow. So we are running. Brianna says, welcome, Victoria. I think she means well done, Victoria. Thank you, Brianna. Let's have a round of applause, shall we? So if you want to watch Eddie's show, 1 hour's time, she will be doing the live stand-up show at 7 p.m. If you want to do that, go to Eddie's website, eddieizard.com, and it's about £11 UK pounds to watch the live stand-up show. 123456 says, I realise I never introduced myself. My real name is 9876543321. Nice one. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. It's a long old trek, isn't it? 3 hours for a half marathon, 6 hours for a full marathon, but we're supporting Eddie in her quest to do 31 marathons in 31 days, and we will be back tomorrow. I'm going to run a half marathon tomorrow with Eddie. We'll join Eddie for the second half tomorrow at 3 p.m. UK time. So until then, Kathy says, great job. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.